Your car doesn't respond the same as before. You notice it when you step on it, and the car hesitates, when you feel like it's missing that push it always had, when you get to a hill and you have to press harder than usual. And the curious thing is that it's not the engine, it's not the wear, it's nothing you can see or that sounds strange. It's the computer that controls your accelerator. It went out of adjustment little by little without making noise, and nobody told you anything. And precisely because nobody told you, right now it's costing you extra gas, lost power, and a slower reaction, exactly when you need the car to respond the most. Before we continue, tell me in the comments, do you feel like your car takes longer to react than when you bought it? Write yes or no, and tell me what make and model you have. Hit like and subscribe, because what's coming is going to change the way you see your car. I'll explain exactly which part gets misconfigured without you noticing, the sequence of presses that completely restarts the system, and the 5 symptoms that disappear after doing this reset without paying anything. There's something mechanics know and you don't, and that's exactly what fills their pockets. There exists a specific sequence of 3 presses that resets that computer from zero, in less than 5 minutes, without tools, without a scanner, without anything. At a shop, they charge you between $60 and $100 to do that exact same thing. Why? Because they know that you don't know you can do it in your driveway tonight. That ends today. Since 2005, almost every car in the world stopped having the accelerator pedal connected directly to the engine. Before it was mechanical, a physical cable. Now it's an electronic system. You press the pedal, a sensor sends a signal to the computer, and it's that computer that decides how much fuel enters the engine. It's called drive-by-wire, and it has something very few people know. That computer learns from you. Every time you press the accelerator, it records how you did it. If you're the kind of person who drives calm, it learns to respond calm. If you press hard, it learns to respond hard. In theory, that's an advantage. The problem is, what happens after months and years of use? With time, that memory fills up with old records, patterns that no longer make sense, errors that keep accumulating without anyone cleaning them. And when that happens, the car starts behaving strange. It takes time to respond, burns more gas, struggles going uphill, the idle shakes at stoplights, and the automatic shifts feel hard or slow. You go to the shop, the mechanic tells you that you need a throttle body calibration or a module reset, charges you between $60 and $80. And what he does there, in most cases, is exactly what I'm going to teach you right now. Tell me in the comments, how many kilometers or miles does your car have right now? I ask you seriously because the mileage tells me whether this reset is going to change your car in a noticeable way or if the difference is going to be more subtle. Write it below. Hit like and subscribe because we're already going to the complete step-by-step, the 2 mistakes that ruin the procedure even if you do everything right, and the 5 symptoms that go away after doing it correctly. Save this video or take notes because you're going to want to do this tonight. One thing before we start, this procedure works on 90% of modern cars with electronic accelerators. Toyota, Honda, Nissan, Ford, Chevrolet, Volkswagen, the brands most driven on the street. If you have one of those, it very likely applies to you. Step 1. The car has to be completely off, key out of ignition, or if you have a start button, fully off, not in accessories. We need the computer to be at rest before we begin. Step 2. Sit down, close the door, and put on your seatbelt. I know it seems like too much, but in many modern cars, there are electronic functions that simply don't activate if the system doesn't detect the driver with the seatbelt on. Don't risk it. Step 3. Without touching the accelerator, turn the key to the contact position. If you have a button, press it without stepping on the brake. This turns on the electronics without starting the engine. The dashboard lights are going to come on. When that happens, wait 5 seconds without moving anything. Step 4. Press the accelerator all the way to the floor, completely, and hold it like that for exactly 10 seconds. Not halfway, all the way to the floor. Count slowly. At this moment, you're telling the computer to enter relearning mode. Step 5. Without releasing the accelerator, turn off the ignition with the key or the button. The car turns off, but your foot stays down there, pressing all the way. Don't let it go yet. Step 6. Now yes, release the pedal and wait 30 seconds. Not 20, 30. It's the most critical moment of everything because this is when the computer clears the old memory and prepares to start from zero. Step 7. Start the car normally and leave it idling for 3 minutes without touching anything. It's possible the engine sounds different, that the RPMs go up and down, even that some dashboard light comes on. Don't be alarmed, it's part of the process. The system is relearning from zero. Step 8, the one most people ignore. After those 3 minutes, go out and drive 15 minutes in the city, but very calmly. Accelerate smooth, brake smooth, without hurry. Those 15 minutes are the window in which the computer records your new driving pattern. If during that time you drive aggressive, the system learns aggressive, and the gas consumption is going to go up just like before. The reset worked, but you yourself configured it wrong. Now the 2 mistakes that ruin everything. Because you can follow every step to the letter, and the reset can still fail if you don't avoid them. Mistake 1. Weak battery. If your battery has years on it, or you haven't checked it, it may not have enough charge for the electronics to complete the process correctly. Before doing the reset, make sure the car starts firm and without effort. If the starter motor sounds slow or hesitant, first charge or replace the battery. Then do the reset. Mistake 2. Pressing the brake. Some cars, when they feel pressure on the brake during the procedure, interpret that you're trying to start the engine normally and cancel the sequence. If you press it by accident, go back to step 1 and start over. The whole procedure with the left foot still and away from the brake. Now, yes, what you really need to know. What disappears after doing this reset? The slow accelerator response, that fraction of a second you feel between when you press and when the car reacts, goes away. The excessive gas consumption from bad air-fuel mixture calibration improves, and you're going to notice it from the first tank. The unstable idle at stoplights stabilizes. The hard or delayed automatic shifts improve because the transmission works with the same computer. And the loss of power when going uphill or when passing on the highway disappears. You recover that push the car had when it was new. But there's something this reset doesn't fix, and it's important that you understand it so you don't end up disappointed. If you have a burned coil, a spark plug in bad shape, a damaged sensor, or a leak, the problem is going to come back because the cause is still there. The reset cleans calibration and erases old records, but it doesn't touch physical parts. For that, you do need a mechanic. That said, for all the cases where the symptom is simply that the car feels slower or heavier than before, the reset solves the problem in more than 80% of cases. And here, the part no shop is ever going to tell you. Most of the cars that arrive at diagnosis with power loss or high consumption don't have any real breakdown. They have a misconfigured computer. And while you're paying $60 for the OBD2 scanner and another $80 for the calibration, the mechanic is doing exactly what you just learned. 5 minutes. Without tools, without cost. The next time your car feels heavy, before paying anything at all, do this reset. It can literally save you half a paycheck. Tell me in the comments, are you going to try it this week? Hit like and subscribe because every week I upload a new video with things like this, real tricks that most mechanics prefer you never get to know. Thanks for staying until the end. See you in the next one.